Good morning, students. So today's video will cover different ER diagram. In the last video we have explained about different relationships those are used in this ER model. So different relationship, the relationship the connects entities, that may be relation may be one to one relation, one to many relation, many to one relation, and many to many relation. All types of relations we have discussed in the previous video. Today we explain a very good example, different examples of ER diagram. We are continuing ER model. Exactly, this ER model uses ER diagram. So ER diagram, we are discussing ER diagram. We are using so many components like from entity, attributes, relationship, etc. So relationship that indicates how entities are related with each other. Okay, so how entities are related with each other, how entities are interlinked with each other. This type of relation was categorized in four categories that we have discussed in the last video classes. So one to one relationship, one to many relationship, many to one relationship, and finally we are getting many to many relationship we are using in ER diagram. So before going to give an example, first we have to understand what is entity. Two things we have discussed, two important terms of ER diagram. One is your entity, one is your entity, another one is your entities. These two terms we are using. Also we are using entity, relationship, attributes also we are using. But two basic terms, entity and entity set, that is frequently used and it will be frequently used in your diagram. So let us briefly discuss. What is entity? First class I have given the entity. Entity is a thing. Again I am reminding you, entity is a thing. Or object of real world. I mean real world object. It may be a name, it may be a place, it may be a person. Okay? Which has some attributes. That means this entity contains attributes. And this attribute explain about the entity. So entity contains attributes that describe the entities. These are attributes. The attribute describes the entity. Attributes that describe entity. Clear? So anything about which that we are storing information, anything about that we are storing information is called entity. For example, student. So normally entity stores information. Also we are writing here, entity stores, restores information, stores information. For example, student. student may be entity. Today we have some attributes already we have discussed. The student are roll number, name, date of birth, father's name, mother's name, course, etc. So the student then. But what about the entity set? What about the entity set? So entity set is a collection. Entity set is a collections of similar records or entities. Okay, similar type of entities. The collections of similar types of entities. The collections of similar types of or a group of similar entities are the entity set. So it shares same attributes. Okay, similar type of entities that share same attributes. I can continue this one that shares same attributes. Obviously, whenever the attributes are same, then their entity will be similar. Okay, so here it is here these attributes. These attributes are the common attributes for all entities, for all records or values. Common attributes that will be shared among entities or is a collection of similar types of entities. Okay. So, for example, all students of a school is a entity set of a student entity. So, example, all students in a school, all students of the school or in a school, all students of a school is a entity set. Is a entity set of student entity. Two things try to understand. One is an entity, another entities. So, student is a common. Student may be an entity, but all students are the entity sets because all students is the collections of similar types of students, the number of students. That means each student is described by its attributes like roll number and name. Suppose each student, which is an entity, is described by its attributes. These attributes will be common for all students, so that we are calling the same attributes as shared. And again, it is a collection of entities. So, student may be an entity. Student is the example of entity, but all students are the example of entity set. The student is the entity. The student is the entity. But all students of a school, this is the entity set. Clear? We are using this term frequently in here later. So entity and entity set. Student is entity, but all students of a school are the entity sets. Okay. Then we will give an example to give you the details idea about the year diagram. Let us come to that point. area diagram. An area diagram for employee, project and the relationship. Or employee, project and their relations. Here diagram as employee whose attributes are employee code, name, employee code, name, designation, and address. And project project code and project name, project duration, and chief. Another one is the relationship is your assigned with. Attributes will be employee code, project code, and start date completed. Completion. Now, consider this relation, this entity. Here, we are going to draw a ER diagram. We are going to draw a ER diagram by considering entity, employee, project, and their relations. Okay. So, here entities is the employee. Another entity is the project. Entity and project and the relationship. Just same. And employee is described for this example. Is by employee code. Employee, the entity. For this example, is described by employee code and employee name. Also, you can write EMP, NIMP, employee name. It's a designation and address. So these are the attributes. These are the attributes. These 4 attributes for this entity, employee. So these are the attributes that describe this entity, employee. Similarly, another entity is your project. Another entity is your project. This is project is described by its corresponding attributes like project code, project name, project duration, how long it will take time, and project chief. So project code and project name, project duration, and the chief. These are 4 attributes of the entity project. So 2 entities are already described by its corresponding. And how they will be related? Employee and the project. Employee is assigned to the project. So relation name is assigned. The entity, the relationship. These 2 are the entity. This is the relationship. These are same relationship. Who that is also described by its corresponding attributes like employee code, project code, starting date and complete date. Okay. So now we can draw a complete diagram. We can draw a complete diagram for this example. We can draw a complete diagram for this example. Like can I erase all these things? Because this diagram has more space. One entity. You have promotion, employee code, these attributes. These attributes we use the verb symbol. Then name, designation, so employee is the entity and these are the attributes as per our example. So this entity is related with assign with the relation, so it will be in a diagonal set. And we will project and this project again is described by project code, project name, name, project completion, employee code, employee code, name, designation, address, then project code, project name, project duration and chief. Then assign with your project code, employee code, project code, then starting date to complete. Here, I am reminding those attributes are used, have written in a table that same spelling. Suppose I am writing an EMS underscore code, so same code will be used. Don't change. Suppose I am writing PRJ hash, so I am writing here PRJ hash. This one also. So employee is a entity and project is also an entity. This employee and project are interlinked, are related with this relation. Assigned with employees is assigned in a particular project. These employees are described by the corresponding attributes. These are the attributes of student employee. So entity is your employee. Attributes are employee name, I am writing EMP name, EMP code, name, designation, and address. These are the entity. Similarly, another entity is your project. Another entity, project, and corresponding attributes are the project code, project name, email, project duration, and G. And relationship which is written in a diagonal set, that is your assigned with this single word. Attributes are employee code, project code, and I have written here start date, completion. This is the complete year diagram. We are giving these are actually it's not exactly completed. These are a part of year diagram where two entities are shown how they are related. So employee and a project are two entities. We have described its attributes and the relationship along their attributes. And this diagram shows how these year diagram will be done. This is simple and simple year diagram to describe employee and project and their relationship. This is simple year diagram. Let us discuss another example. Another example for year diagram for teacher and student. Another example. तो दिया रहेगा फॉर टीचर स्टूडेंट and the relationship. And the relationship. As is given to student or teacher identity. The attributes will be teacher ID, teacher name, teacher TR name. You can write designation, department and address. Department address. Similarly, student. Another entity whose attributes will be student ID, and student name and department, student name and department and address. So here two attributes, department and address. Department and address are same, but you can distinguish also. Suppose address of a student, you can write here S, department S address. Your teacher address, you can write your teacher department. Here, and the relation is, I suppose I am giving advice. Advice may be a relation to indicate. So here the attributes will be teacher ID and student ID. This one, teacher ID and student ID. Teacher ID and student ID. Now to draw a complete diagram for this student-teacher relations. So again here student is the entity, teacher is also entity, and the relation is otherwise. So the teacher is identified by its corresponding attributes. So teacher is an entity, the attributes is your teacher ID, teacher name, then teacher department, simple department right here, and teacher address. You can take another one department, and it is related with student. That is otherwise it will be a diagonal set because with the relation. So this otherwise has two attributes like teacher ID and student ID. Teacher ID and student ID. It will be also. This relation with a student which is another entity. The teacher is related with the student whose attributes will be your student ID, which will be over set student ID and student name, I mean STU name, which is single word to indicate the attribute, then student department, and also student address. So this year diagram indicates how a teacher is related with, how a teacher is linked with a student. A teacher advises a student. So this teacher as an entity. So entities are teacher and student. These are two entities. So a teacher is an entity whose attributes will be teacher ID, teacher name, teacher department, and teacher address. And student is another entity whose attributes will be student ID, student name, student department, and student address. They are related. These entities are interlinked with another relation whose name is database. So whenever database is given, so two attributes will be required. One is who is the teacher and who is the student. So teacher ID and student ID may be the attributes of this relationship, this relation database. Okay. So this is another example of a year diagram. So we will find many year diagram. It is a part of year diagram. So you may draw different year diagram for hospital management system, or college management system, or hotel management system, or a library system. So you can create by using all these relationship and entity and attributes, and you can draw these attributes according to your requirement. Suppose you want to add a new attributes here to the teacher experience or designation or anything else. So you can also add. There is no mandatory to keep only this much of attributes. So number of attributes can be added according to your requirement while drawing a complete year diagram for the other years. Okay. So next class we will explain another year diagram briefly. So to indicate all these things, by using all these things we can draw the year diagrams, which is most important, very important for the coming exam. Okay. This is about today. Thanks for watching my video.